Hi everyone, I hope you can hear and see me. This is Krishinga speaking from EIT Digital's East region. I work as ecosystem lead. Welcome. First of all, I've just pressed the recording button. You have been informed both by Teams and in the chat box that this session is being recorded. It is for the reason that all of you can, hear and check back the things that have been discussed or mentioned. And of course, others who would like to also study at EIT Digital's Master School can learn about the opportunities. We have these webinars in this part of the year. As you know, we have the phase 1 application period ending on the 8th of February, which is, let's say, in 2 weeks' time. And then we would have the phase 2 window, so to speak, opening up from mid-February till April. So these are the two phases, whereas you can send in your applications. The goal is with these webinars is not only to give you like a general overview how the application works and the kind of advantages and perks you can have while studying and after studying at one of the programs, but also to learn more about the specifics, what cybersecurity as today, or autonomous systems tomorrow, by the way, another session, and all the other programs can offer you, how the program is built up. When selecting the speakers today, and I will soon introduce them, we have tried to make sure that you have this overview on the whole, let's say, journey of yours. So first we would hear from Victoria Villani, the cybersecurity program lead, what the cybersecurity program includes, how these 2 years are building up, what are the key ingredients and elements you should know about. Then we have colleagues. I've seen you, Christian, here, but also I believe Katie from the Master School office are also joining from us. They are based in Stockholm, and they are the ones dealing with the application procedure itself, the tips and tricks, so that you know. I should check it, but in next week, I believe we are going to have a specific session organized by the Master School office team to actually making sure that you are aware of all the technical journey or technological journey you should meet when submitting your application to the program. And then after that, we have Victor Schmidt here speaking, I believe, from Switzerland, right? Yes. He's himself a globetrotter, but I'm sure he will talk about that and other experiences he had back at the time when he was a cybersecurity student. He's a so-called ambassador of the program, those who are staying with us as part of the alumni, and we appreciate a lot both your time and your enthusiasm that you shared this with us. And after that, we are going to have a Q&A session, and you may ask questions on topics that were mentioned by Victoria, by the Master School office, and of course by Victor, and we try to make sure that all your questions are answered. Those questions, by the way, could come either in the chat box or as usual, raising your hand. Okay, I will ask you to all be on mute. I hope we don't hear any echo. And then I would like to give the word to Victoria to please have your presentation on the cybersecurity program itself.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I would like to give a little introduction of Cybersecurity Master Program. That Master Program is supported by the European Union under the project name Spectro, which is specialized education program in cybersecurity and robotics. So we offer a double degree master program with major in cybersecurity and minor in innovation and entrepreneurship. And when you're graduating, you will receive 2 degrees, one of them from the entry university, one from the exit university, and also the certificate for European Institute of Innovation from the European Institute of Innovation and Technology. You will gain international experience, study 2 years in 2 different European cities, and you get a fast track in your career, get in touch with the industry during your study, because in the last year, the second year, the exit year, you will go for an internship with our go to that internship to one of our partner university. What kind of job opportunity you can have? There is a many job opportunity because it's a high demand of cybersecurity experts nowadays. So we have job opportunities like chief information security officer, information security architect, security engineer, security analyst, security auditor, cybersecurity consultant, computer forensics expert, privacy by design consultant, researcher and teacher, ethical hacker, digital expert, police, and so many more just didn't fit into on the page. So how is the mobility map looks like? We have the entry year and we have the entry location. We have 6 different entry locations. Locations in France, Italy, Finland, Netherlands, Hungary, and Romania, like University of Rennes, University of Trento, University of Turku, University of Twente, Eötvös Loránd University, and Babes-Bolyai University for entry year. And also we have 6 another option for the exit year you can choose from the 6 different countries, like University of Trento, University of Turku, University of Twente, Eötvös Loránd University, Eurocom, and Babes-Bolyai University. It's only important when you choose the entry and the exit location, you have to choose them in different countries. So the only one pair you cannot choose, the pair which is located in France. So, is there any question?
No, it's all good. I think someone is on. No, actually, it's only you with the microphone, as I can see it, Victoria.
Really?
Yeah, please carry on. Sorry.
Okay, sorry. So we have the entry year in France, like University of Rennes, and we also have an exit year in France, like Eurocom, but you cannot choose this pair because they are located in the same country. You always have to choose universities in different countries. So there is a mobility. You have to move from one country to another country and gain experience living with different areas, meet with different people and study different universities. So cybersecurity curriculum, what we are teaching, we have the entry year. The entry year, the students usually learning very similar material. Of course, the name of the courses are different in different universities, but the technical core, the material, what we have to cover is very similar. It has a common base. So this material includes introduction to cybersecurity, cryptography, network security, system security, information security management, privacy, and the IND minor. After you have a summer school, the summer school is a 2 weeks program with IND project with a thematic focus. And you have the second year, the exit year. For exit year, you have to choose the specialization. You can learn things you are really interested in the field of cybersecurity. As I mentioned, we had these 6 options for exit year. So you learn the technical specialization, which are different from a different university, because we have different specialization. You learn the IND study, and you have to write your master's thesis and complete your internship at different companies. The 2 years program contains 120 ECTS, which includes the technical program with 90 ECTS and the innovation and entrepreneurship minor with 30 ECTS. So what are the specializations? If you were already interested in that program last year, you have find different specialization. We just updated our specialization. We updated what we are offering for the next year. So our new specialization for the students who's applying this year is advanced cryptography at Eötvös Loránd University, quantum resistant cryptography at Eötvös Loránd University, system security at University of Twente, circular security, University of Twente. Sorry. So the system security was the University of Trento, circular security at University of Twente, big data security is at Eurocom, security technologies and intelligence at University of Turku, and software security at Babes-Bolyai University. You see, we have 7 different specializations, but 2 specializations is located in the same country, in Hungary, offered by University of EIT. Summer school. The summer school is a 2-week program, and you will be introduced to the state-of-art technologies. During the summer school, the participants from different backgrounds immerse themselves in a real business case studies originated from our industrial partners, and we have more than 200 industrial partners. And at the end of the 2-week program, there will be a pitch competition. I have here the list of summer school. Of course, this is from the past. It's not the new summer school. And when you will be in, if you are applying for a program and you will be in the program and you would like to go to the summer school, probably we have different summer school because it's changing year by year and even the location are changing. I just want to give you a big picture what kind of summer school we have, how many summer school we have, how many different countries are located. We have summer school in Finland, Spain, Slovenia, Estonia, Italy, Greece, Germany, Portugal, and France. So it's 10 summer school in 9 different countries. And when you choose your summer school, you don't have to choose the summer school which is closely related to your specialization or to your major. When you go to the summer school, you meet students from different major. Like if you go to the summer school, you can meet people from data science, fintech, embedded system, human-computer interaction major, and many different major, and you have to work together on the same challenge and try to find some kind of solution. This is really a real-life experiment when you work for a company and you meet with people and work with people who have a different background, a different expertise. Internship. We have many partner companies. They are leading companies. You can see here the logo of some of our partners, but we have much more partners. So they are offering internship for a student. But of course, I cannot promise if you are finishing your study the exit year in Hungary, you can get a scholarship internship at Nokia because they are located in different countries. So these companies have connection with EIT Digital, and you can have your internship with different companies, but it depends on your major and also on your location, which one has the right internship for you at the time when you have to complete your internship. Who can apply? You can apply we are really happy you can apply and you have a bachelor degree in computer science, information systems, mathematics, and electrical engineering. Of course, if you have a bachelor degree from different field, what is closely related, and you have a reasonable knowledge of fundamentals of computing and information sciences and technologies, you may be also considered as a strong applicant. You can find more information in the Master School homepage about our program. What are the deadlines? As Christian mentioned earlier, the first application period is closing soon on the 8th of February. That application period is really important for non-European applicants, because if you are a non-European applicant and you need a study visa in the EU, then you have to apply for the study visa. So you need time to apply for the visa. So if you are non-European and you would need visa to study in the European Union, I suggest please take advantage of the first application period and finish your application until February 8th. After, we have a second application period, which is going on from February 12 to April 11. This is also open for European and non-European students, but there is less time to apply for the visa and receive the visa in time. And the third application period is only for applicant who does not require this EU study visa, because it goes from April 15 to May 23rd. And the available universities, it's not all the universities in the consortium. We only have 5 universities you can apply for the study, like University of Rennes, ELTE, University of Trento, University of Twente, and Eurocom. These are only the 5 universities you can choose in the third application period. If you have problem creating user account and EIT Digital application portal, you can always contact the Master School office and they can help you with your technical programs or other problems for the portal. And what kind of scholarship we have? As I mentioned, we have this Spectral project, so we are supported from the European Union. The name of the Spectral project, which is the abbreviation of, which is a short name for specialized education program in cybersecurity and robotics. And since we have this across support in this year, we did not have this support in the last year, we can offer many more scholarship and better type of scholarship. This year we can offer the scholarship for excellence, which is available for EU applicant, and it's covering the full tuition fee, and it's give you a monthly allowance based on the living cost in the study country. I estimate it's somewhere between 8 and 900 euros, but I don't know the exact amount, but it will be enough to live from that monthly allowance. And also we have full tuition fee waiver and half tuition fee waiver for all of our applicants. The university is trying to help you. They have some tuition fee waiver and scholarship, like ELTA has ELTA grant, Eurocom has some monthly allowance which help you with accommodation and provided by the French government. University of Temple have tuition fee waivers. University of Trento has a double degree scholarship reserved for EIT digital students from which is between 2,500 and 4,500 euros. We have three different types of scholarship from University of Rent for accommodation, tuition fee waiver, and also mobility allowance. We have tuition fee waiver for students who are applying for University of Turku. You can check all these options on the EIT Digital homepage. You can also take the loan from the European Investment Fund. The European Investment Fund will cover the cost of your study, and after you are graduating, you have to find a job in 6 months, and after the 6 months, you can start to pay back your loan, and the payments will be spread evenly over the period of 2 years. This is another option. What are the language requirements? We have the general requirement, which is the highest standard. So if you have this, if you pass this requirement, and then you can apply any university, which I just mentioned earlier. This is IELTS academic test, one of the language exam, which overall band score at least 6.5, with writing section at least 6.0, and no section over lower than 5.5 is required, or TOEFL internet-based test, the total score at least 92 points, and the writing section is 22 points is required. But also, sometimes you don't have this high requirement. You can check the homepage, because different universities can have different and lower requirement. But this is the requirement which is good for all universities. And this English proficiency test can be waived for applicants who studied in the program which is instructed in English language and physically located one of the following countries, like USA, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, or New Zealand. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Victoria. And also, I've seen a few questions coming in. Actually, I might ask, I'm not sure if you, Christian, or Katie, you will speak on the office, on behalf of office. Is it you, Christian, or Katie?
Hi, yeah, it's me.
Okay. So when you do your presentation, if you could answer to this question, that would be much appreciated. And there was one on the summer school, which I would like to discuss in the Q&A session. So going back to you, Christian Sjöström from Stockholm will be speaking on behalf of the Master School office, and he will discuss basically one of the end slides that were mentioned by Victoria on the actual requirements and all the technical parts. And again, I appreciate if you could answer to these two questions. I will just ask them loudly so we can have them on the recording. So there is a question from Mihai. Is there an English test that we can take for this specific application, or are we expected to have it already when we decide to apply? And there was another one. So as a national student, I only can get full tuition fee. That was the other one. So Christian, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, the first one about the English test is the answer is you need to have it already when you apply, either IELTS or TOEFL, or if you don't have that, there's a large number of exemptions for each of the universities. So that depends on which university you apply to. They have exemptions from IELTS or TOEFL, and you can see all of those on the website. But you need to have it in place when you apply. You can't do it after. The second one, as a national student, I only can get full tuition fee. I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Okay, let's ask the asker to the asking person to provide more info, so we can get back on that one.
Oh, okay, wait, let's see here. As a non-EU, the scholarship only covered the tuition fee for the entire study. Okay, yeah, so for non-EU citizens, we don't provide a scholarship that covers living costs. That's only the Spectro scholarships so far.
Okay, Christian, if I might interrupt, let's do it this way. I know that I asked you to answer the questions, but there are so many questions coming in, which is great, again. But I would like to keep the structure, because I think we're going to be hijacked, so to speak. So, Christian, if you could do the presentation, you would do. I appreciate that. Then we follow up with Victor's presentation, and then we go to all these specifics and the technicalities. Till then, feel free to just throw in your questions so we can deal with them in that segment.
Yeah, okay, let's see here. Victoria actually covered a lot of the most important parts, I'd say, so far. Let's see here. Yeah. Can you see the presentation?
Yes. Yes, all good.
Okay, excellent. So I will kind of go through this quite quickly. So this is the overall structure of the program. As Victoria mentioned a bit, it starts off with the kickoff event, and then you have an entry year with the technical basics in one university, and then there's a summer school, and then there's a specialization year, and then it finishes off with a graduation ceremony. The kickoff is a big event, which is in a different European city every time. Last time it was Cluj-Napoca in Romania. It's included in the tuition fee. And what you will spend most of your time doing is business challenges, which are provided by partner companies. And there will be inspiring speeches and networking, and also a big party in the evening with all the other students. The summer schools are 2 weeks in a city of your choice, depending on which summer school you pick. But it's also included in the tuition fee. And here you will also do real-life business cases provided by partner companies. And it's equivalent to 4 ECTS. And yeah, there are some examples here on the right. You can see. And then at the end, there is the graduation ceremony, which is in a different city each year as well. Last year, it was in Madrid, and it was quite a big ceremony, as you can see here by the photo. So yeah, it was a fun day. And after you graduate, 83% of our students get a job within 3 months, and 75% earn more than 40,000 euro per year. And more than 120 startups have been created by EIT Digital students so far. So these are the application dates for the current application period. It closes on 8th of February at 6 o'clock CET, as mentioned before. And the letters of acceptance will be sent on 27th of March, and you will have to reply by 3rd of April. And these are the tuition fee. It's 5,000 per year for EU citizens and 15,000 a year for non-EU citizens. And there is an application fee of 75 euro and a registration fee of 250 euro in case you are admitted. In order to accept your place, you will have to pay that, which will then be subtracted from the first tuition fee. And we do have a number of scholarships that are merit-based. The merit rating is the same that is used for your admission. And from EIT, we offer half waivers and full tuition fee waivers. And for Spectral programs, such as cybersecurity, there's also a small number of living cost allowance scholarships. There's also a number of local scholarships from the universities or companies. You can see this list on the website here under additional financing options. And how to apply. Hopefully you know that you should go to the Master School website, which is provided here, and you create an account in the application portal. And then you upload all the required documents. And there are some handy video guides on the website. One of them shows you step-by-step how to apply in the portal. And the other one shows you a guide to the required documents. And you apply for scholarships inside the application portal as well. Under this tab number 4, you can apply for the EIT scholarship and also a number of the local scholarships. So you do that at the same time as your regular application. And the documents you need to provide are a diploma or certificate if you are finished. If you have not finished your degree, you need a statement that proves that you are registered in your final year or final semester. And you need official transcript of records. It says stamped here. That's not entirely true. They can be sent directly from the university, in which case they don't need to be stamped. But as a general rule, they need to be stamped and signed. You need proof of English proficiency, a CV, a letter of motivation, and an ID. And optional documents are a document stating GPA, a recommendation letter, certificates of relevant courses, and you can also provide a link to a 2-minute video if you want. So recommendation letters are optional. We get a lot of questions about that. It's not required, but we recommend that you have them, but it's not a requirement. So we will have a webinar specifically focused on applications. It will be on the 30th of January from 4 to 5 CET. So if you have any more questions about the application process, then please join us then. And if you have any other questions, you are very welcome to email us here at masterschool.eitdigital.eu. You can also contact our student ambassadors through the website from this link here in the presentation. They will probably be able to give you even more useful information than us.
Thank you, Christian. Would you mind putting the link to next week's session here in the chat box so people can register right away? I see two hands from Salim and Ogo. I would ask you to wait a bit. I would like to ask now Victor Schmidt, who is actually a student ambassador, which was on Christian's last slide. So you can talk about the cybersecurity program from the inside out, so to speak. So now I would like you to ask you to start, Victor, your presentation. It's great if you could keep it under 10 minutes so we can have enough time for the questions which are just coming in the chat box, and that's great. So Victor, please.
Thank you, Christian. I will put a timer to make sure I stay under 10 minutes. So hi, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. So I am Victor Schmidt. I am 25 years old. I come from Luxembourg originally. I have a bachelor in computer science that I got in Belgium. I have now, as Christian already said, a master in cybersecurity. I did my entry in Hungary at ELTE, and then my exit in Turku in Finland. And to finish, I did my summer school in Madrid. To finish where I am now, so my presentation, I'm currently located as we speak in Zurich in Switzerland. I am full-time employed for Zülker, and I am a professional security engineer. So it's just a fancy term that to say that I'm a consultant. I work in many projects, such as penetration test projects, security audits, review of IAM, cloud security, and many more, but it's not the point of the presentation today. What we are here for is originally, why did I join EIT Digital? So when I was at your seat, which was already 4.5 years ago, I was first introduced to EIT Digital Master School because I made research and I wanted to have a lot of academic opportunities. And what that means is I was in Belgium, having a cybersecurity master degree was not super easy. So I wanted to find, if I had to do it somewhere else, I wanted to find the best, right? So I made my research, and what I saw that the EIT Digital Master School could offer was all those academic opportunities of like those different universities, the summer school, etc. But all the networking, and this is something that I'm going to say a lot, but the networking when you're part of the EIT Digital environment is absolutely insane. You're going to meet people from your university, locals from the university, but also you're going to meet locals from your second university. You're going to meet other EIT Digital Master School students that maybe have the same entry university as you, but have a different exit, or had a different entry, but you meet now at your exit university. You're going to meet professors from many different universities. You're going to be in contact with companies from your entry, exit universities, etc., etc. So this is a great bonus. Then for me, it was really interesting to be able to travel. I always like to travel. So being able to go to Hungary, then Finland, on the side going to Madrid, and then you realize that at some point when you start traveling for university, you also start to travel a lot more for yourself. So that was a big bonus. I wanted to improve my language skills. As a native French speaker, it wasn't that great when I started, especially coming from Belgium. My first language I learned was Dutch, so my English skills were not good. So that was why I wanted also to join. And then the I&E side, so innovation and entrepreneurship. And this for me is very important, but we're going to come back to it later. And yeah, and also double degree, right? You get a degree from your entry university, your exit university, and then the certificate from EIT Digital Master School. So what does it mean to be an EIT student? So what it means is that you're gonna get to meet a lot of friends. And I really like this picture because this picture is the first day I arrived in Finland. And those are other EIT students that I met. And we just gathered together. I just landed in Helsinki, took a 2-hour-long train to Turku. And 10 minutes later, we were all together and already having some drinks and going in the city visiting. So that's really nice. Then tasting what the country has to offer. And I obviously mean mostly the food, right? So this is a traditional goulash from Hungary. It also means the exchange of culture. And I also really like this picture because that's my closest friend from Hungary. And as you can see here, you have an American passport, a German, Luxembourg, Algerian, and Hungarian passport. And that's really valuable from EIT. You get to know people from everywhere in the world. You exchange culture. And yeah, as much as it's cool, and then you can get to taste new food, taste new drinks, talk about politics or anything. What's really valuable in your academic courses is that everyone has a different opinion, has a different background, studied computer science different ways, and that means that when you are working together towards a solution for a problem, you usually find many different ways, and all together you create a really nice solution. And I'm talking by experience here. And that's my next point, is working towards innovation as a team. So you have at some location what we call CLC, which is places where from EIT Digital Master School where you can gather and work together. And I went very often to the CLC in Budapest when I was studying there. And it's great. You see your professor, and we were meeting there just to work on projects together. So yeah, that's what it is to be an EIT student. Now, many times when I have prospecting students asking me question is what were my opportunities? What did I do with my degree, or what being part of the EIT Digital Master School helped me? Why did it help me? And the first thing is, as I already mentioned, is that you get in contact with lots of universities across Europe. Because as I said, you have your entry, exit universities, then you have also your summer school that you're going to be in contact, but then also the people that you had your entry year with, well, their exit year might not be as the same. So you're going to be in contact maybe with them when they are going to be in Trento while you are in Turku, for example, and then you get to know people from everywhere. The second opportunity is the support that you get from EIT, maybe on your career or your student life. I will go more in the career part because that's usually what people are more asking for. And as was already mentioned, is the help that you get for finding your internship. And as experience, most of my friends, when they did an internship, usually at the end, they would continue as a full-time employee if they were not already a full-time employee at the moment of their internship. And that EIT can help you with to find your internship. Then related to your career is that the amount of work opportunities that you get, not only from EIT, but also the universities have very often career fair, and where you can meet people from, in my case, was Nokia, and I found my job there. So that's a really big plus. You get also support for business-related personal projects. So I will just quickly introduce that. So you will have your INE classes that were already mentioned, and that you're going to work on different projects. And then if you decide outside of the class to continue the project or to start your own startup, then you can really have support for that from EIT Digital Master School. Now, the summer school. So usually this is one of the most looked after event of the 2-year degree, which is those 2 weeks, usually in a new country with a lot of different topics available, which means you can really fit your interest, and you can also fit your interest while working in a real world business case. So in my case, I did my master degree in cybersecurity, right? And then I wanted for the summer school to learn a bit about fintech, and I just wanted it to have a bit more experience in that. So I went to Madrid and I did the Disrupting Finance summer school. And yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. You have great people coming to talk about it, and then you get 2 weeks working on that real business case that you get assigned at the beginning of the summer school, while being with your friends and being able to visit where you are. So I'm not saying that you're not working when you're doing the summer school, and I'm not saying either that you need to work 10 hours a day. It's a really nice compromise where you have enough time to be able to have some free time, visit, have fun, go for a drink in the evening or sometimes during the day. And then at the same time, you also take the time to work towards your business case. So now the internship, which is also something that I get asked a lot. So just in my case, I was a full-time employee at Nokia Finland for a year. I worked there at start as a security engineer, and then less than a month later, I was designated as information security manager on multiple projects. So I worked on security hardening of Nokia's application, and that's what I made my master thesis about, which was a rapid approach to web application security. And the goal was to, in very short time, productize an unsecured web application that was, some of them were 15 years old, some other were 20 years old, and they had never had any security in it. So I get very often many questions about the internship, so I'm gonna try to very quickly mention the main points, which is you do the internship on your second semester of the second year of EIT Digital Master School. You, if you get paid, depends on what internship you take. you can work as a full-time employee, but you can also work as just an intern. You write your thesis at the same time. And the last question I get very often, you get a supervisor from the entry university, from the exit university, and also from the internship place. And in my case, everything went super smoothly. And also for my friends, it's very streamlined. It's not complicated. There is no much stress to have on it, except that you need to find your internship, and that I can only recommend that you start looking for it at the very beginning of your second year. But now, if there are many other questions about it, I will answer them for the QA. So to finish this presentation, I just want to ask you, all of you, to get out of your comfort zone. For me, it was a big choice to leave Belgium and to do my study abroad. I got someone told me once that Belgians usually don't leave their country to study abroad, and that's quite true. I don't know many people who did that, but I wanted to. I decided to get out of my comfort zone and maybe to leave Belgium, maybe in Finland to go outside when it was minus 21 degrees, maybe to go at a theme park in the middle of the night when it was cold. I don't care. It was great experience. I really enjoyed it. And getting out of my comfort zone was just the best decision I ever took. So yeah, now I'm done with my presentation. Thanks everyone for your attention. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Victor. Again, we do appreciate that, you know, after a few years, you are still in and having so good memories. Special respect for getting out in minus 21 degrees. I would never, ever do that. So that's a hoot up, as the Germans would say it. Okay, so thank you. So far we have heard the program presentation by Victoria, then the technical procedure of the application itself from Christian, and then the practical, let's say, content and the personal view and experiences by Victor. And now we have a few questions I would like to go through in the chat box, and then I will take the two raised hands by Salim and Ogo. So the first one was by Gergő, who asked if the summer school program is independent of the two-year masters, if they can be taken independently. And the answer is yes, you can be a participant of the summer school, but that's a paying option then, so it works as a service. I suggest you get back to our website in February, March. By then, we would know the exact dates, the title, and of course, the fee of these summer schools. Okay, so there was one question from Mihai on the English tab that was taken by, or answered by Christian. There is one from Arbab Ali. I read up the questions so we'll have it in the recorded session. I have a bachelor degree in English from ELTE. Do I need some English language certification to apply for master under EIT digital flag? The question is pretty much yes, right? I mean, this is something that you would need. There's a question from Andrew. Is Duolingo acceptable? No.
No, not really, except for one exemption, but not in the cybersecurity program.
Okay, that's new. Okay.
Yeah.
One question from Gede. As a non-EU citizen, the scholarship only covers the tuition fee for the entire study, not included with the living costs.
That is correct. Yeah, we don't have any living cost scholarships for non-EU students.
Okay. So perhaps something to take into account, of course, when choosing the potential location as well, when making the calculations. Gergő again, I took an older TOEFL computer-based exam. Is it acceptable too?
No, there is a rule that the tests have to be 2 years old, and I think the computer-based tests are no longer accepted by any universities. They have to be internet-based or paper-based.
Okay. A question from Sankalpa, it's a long one. Okay, so I'm eager to apply for the master's program, and I've noticed the requirement of a minimum 180 credits. My bachelor is in computing degree from Wrexham University in the UK, compromises only 120 credits. Additionally, I possess other qualifications and relevant IT job experience. I would like to inquire of the possibility of applying with 120 credit top-up. Understanding my eligibility is crucial, as I want to avoid applying if I'm not eligible, especially considering the higher application fee when converted to my local currency, LKR. Could you please provide guidance on this matter? I'm not sure if this is perhaps for you, Victoria. Are you, Christian?
I can maybe answer that a bit.
Okay.
I mean, it depends if it's 120 ECTS credits. I mean, it should be the equivalent of 180 ECTS credits. Sometimes people use other credits, but if it is a 2-year bachelor, then it will not be enough from the UK. It has to be 3-year minimum.
Thank you. I really don't know anything more than this.
Anything to add? Okay.
Many applicants because they didn't have enough ECTS, so they had this 120 earlier.
Thank you. Gergő, again, is it Kolozsvár? I'm not sure what the context is. If you could clarify, please. We do have a program at UBB in Cluj, in Kolozsvár. That's correct, if that was your question. Ridvan, it's actually not clear as to how much weight the academic record has as compared to, say, relevant work experience on the program's website. Let's say I have 3 years of full-time experience working in IT. Does it count towards the merit of a candidate, or it's mostly academic merit that counts?
Work experience is also important. So I cannot say it's half and half, but it's close to half and half your result from the university and also your work experience, because we see your potential. And if you are very good at on the field because you have experience, then we give you a higher score for your experience.
Okay, thank you, Victoria. Naomi, is there an infrastructure for confidential recommendation letters? That is the referee. I guess the reference uploads the letter themselves. Christian, if you could take this.
Yes. I mean, yes, there is. They can email it directly to us, and then we will add it to the application after submission. So they can send it directly to masterschool.eitdigital.eu.
Okay. Yusuf, any application fee waiving possibility? As far as I'm concerned, there is none.
No, we do not have any tuition fee waivers. Sorry, application fee waivers.
Yeah, application fee. Yeah, okay. So we have for the tuition fee, but not for the application fee.
No.
Okay, so those who will be listening to this session, we have a dedicated section on the website, under the Master School website, that deals with all the language tests and exemptions. So please take a look at that one, as we have received quite a few questions on this topic. Another one from Mihai again. English test. I did graduate from CEU, that is physically located in the US. Would a CEU issued diploma provide a waiver for the English proficiency requirement?
I mean, yeah, this depends which university you apply to again. So look at that link that I posted in the chat again. But I think what the person means is that it's an American university, but in Budapest.
It has an accreditation in the US. That's I know as well, because yeah.
Okay. Because what that thing about the university has to be physically based somewhere, it means that there are a lot of kind of American universities in other countries. And for example, Aalto University will not accept that as an American degree. They mean that it has to be in the US in that case. But that's specifically for Aalto University. So many other universities, they will accept a degree taught in English in Europe. It doesn't really matter where, as long as it's fully taught in English.
Right.
So
okay,
it's up to each university.
Yeah, what we can suggest is, as Christian said, please check the this website on the language part and the tests. And if you have a very specific question and you know to which program you would like to apply for, please reach out so we can double check in to avoid any issues with that in the future. Okay, so the Duolingo question, Christian says, yeah, Riga Technical University, which is not part of cybersecurity, so it's not part of another master school program, can accept Duolingo. But you can check that again on this language test segment of the website. Andre, are Cambridge certificates generally accepted as an equivalent to IELTS?
Yes, mostly. Again, I would recommend checking that page on the website. Most of the universities do accept Cambridge tests, but not 100% of them, and they have different levels that they accept. But in general, yes.
Thank you. So we received a similar question from Dubai, Randy as well. I would say the same, please check the website for the specifics. If you don't find your answer, please reach out to us and then we make sure that your question is answered. I am a cybersecurity student at Babes Bolyai University. That's a question from Tudor, which is an EIT digital partner. Will the English proficiency diploma from my university be accepted for the application? That's the same one. That please check the test. But again, if it's not taught in English, then it's not there. Hector, is it possible to work, home office, and study at the same time? That's something I guess Victor can answer. I mean, there is like let's say more of an official opinion and the practical one.
Yes. So the practical one is yes and no. I mean, for sure, you will not be able to have a full-time job while studying. That's just not possible. Your studies require you to spend time on your courses, to spend time to study for your exams. So that's it takes a lot of time. However, what I would recommend is, and that's what I did, was the first semester, use it to see a bit, to see how much time management, how is your time management, how much time you have free. And based on that, then you can maybe take working from home once or twice a week. That's really up to you and your time management.
Thank you, Victor. Jared, as a non-EU citizen, is it possible to get loan from the deferred tuition payment program and have the EIT digital tuition fee scholarship at the same time?
I don't know, but I don't believe, because both of them is related to the tuition fee, right? The tuition fee, deferred tuition payment is related to the tuition fees, and also the scholarship is related to the tuition fees. So I don't think you can get the scholarship twice, the loan. But I'm not sure. I never had this question before. Christian, have you heard about that?
Yes, I think it is possible to get a half waiver and also get the deferred tuition fee payment.
Okay. That's new then, but thank you. Thank you for the question again. So we could discuss this as well. Naomi, does the internship need to be in the same place as the exit university, or could it also be in another country?
It could be in another country if it's necessary. What we would prefer if you would stay at the exit place, but it's not mandatory.
Yeah. And also thinking in terms of long-term strategy, it's worth perhaps being in the same country. As Victor said, many of the interns ended up being a permanent colleague of the given company. And of course, it could be easier if you do that in the same country and have in-person experiences. Okay, Gota. I only have a full-time college degree. It's not a bachelor's degree. Can I apply for EIT?
I can't really say that right now. We need some more information. So if you could send an email to the Master School office, we will have to look that up closer.
Yeah, and please also include which university we talk about and which system is it.
Yeah,
I guess.
which country and which university.
Which country, yeah.
And, yeah, some more details, please.
Kadai, if I graduate next fall, can I apply now and start next spring?
No, you cannot start in spring.
Yeah, so then you would have to go for the 25-26 cohort.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mihai, on the CU question, let's check that. Lorenzo, I have a general question for Victor. Oh, that's a long one. Which criteria did you evaluate in order to decide the entry and exit university? For the entry year in particular, where there are no constraints. As for the exit university, would you prioritize the working opportunities a specific city, country offers over the actual specialization? In other words, would you advise choosing a city country where you would see yourself working right after the internship graduation? Also, I would be really interested in Turku, Finland as a destination. Could you say a few words about your experience there, both academic and about the internship? Thank you.
All right. To start, how did I decide the entry exit university? The entry university, I looked at every university's curriculum, and then I also looked at where I would want to go live. So Budapest was a good choice. The curriculum was very interesting, and also I always wanted to visit Budapest, so that's how I decided my entry university. For the exit, I wanted the specialization that Turku did. That's why I went there. So to answer your question, did I put first the working opportunities or the specialization? Not the working opportunities. The reason is, as Victoria mentioned, you can do your internship wherever you want. Even if it's easier if you stay in your exit university country or your entry university country, because discussion with your supervisor are easier, but you can really do it wherever you want, right? So I would say that the academic part is more important than the potential internship, and especially because you say in your question if I would stay in that country later. Well, since I'm in Switzerland and I'm not in Finland anymore, then it shows that for me it really didn't matter in terms of work to go for the exit university. But that's personal opinion, right? If that's what I wanted to do. And a few words about Turku. Since we are quite limited in time and I want to keep this meeting relevant for everyone, I prefer maybe dropping my email. Oh, you know what? You can add me on LinkedIn and I would gladly talk about it with you on a later stage if you want. You can ask me any question and I would answer that.
Thank you, Victor. I appreciate that. Also to take time in other threads to talk about how you choose your program and the universities. Davide, if I apply to one of EIT's associate universities during my first year, is it possible to apply to EIT for my second year, or do I have to apply before starting the first year?
You can start your studies one of the EIT associated universities, and after you can apply for parallel entry student option, and you can continue your study in your exit university, so it's possible.
Could you take the next one, please, Victoria, please, from Gergő. Let's suppose I start cybersecurity specialization master's in English, but for a regular education at ELTE University. Can I transfer into EIT program and summer school after my first year?
I'm not sure about the summer school, but you can apply for this parallel entry option and continue your study in the second year. But I don't think you will have the summer school, but I'm not sure. Christian, do you know that how is the summer school is working for parallel students?
Yes, I mean, to transfer from the regular program to EIT Digital, you would apply in the sort of beginning of the first year. So you would take the summer school then in between the year 1 and 2. So you can't switch at the end of your first year. So you have to apply to switch in the beginning of your first year.
Okay, so Claudio is asking the question. Last year, it was mentioned that if you don't manage to be accepted on the specific program you chose, you cannot retry to enter in the next session. Does this still applies for this year? I guess he means the sessions like the phasing sessions, so phase 1 and phase 2.
Yeah, I think you mean the application periods. That's still true. You can't apply for the same program again in different periods, but you can apply in different years. So if you did not get accepted last year, then you can still apply this year.
And what about trying in another phase, another program? So let's say in the phase 1 cybersecurity, the phase 2 autonomous systems.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay. So that was one question on the UK degrees and questions like that. And Christian put a link into that one where you can learn more. Sheila is asking, could you please guide us about scholarships? I'm not sure what you mean. There is a specific website, web page dedicated to all the scholarships available, provided by the university. So if you're still here, and if you could clarify, we can get back to your question. Okay, and thank you for waiting. Now I would like to give the floor to Salim, who has raised his hand. Salim, how can we help?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, I have done my bachelor and master both in medium was in English. So do I need to submit the IELTS or TOEFL if I apply for data science program? I have gone through the link, university list where IELTS and other English medium instruction was necessary. Like in Hungary or Italy, I think in these university IELTS is not required as per my understanding.
No, I mean, again, it's which country is it from? Is your degree from?
It was basically Budapest. I don't remember the exact university name.
No, your bachelor degree. Which country is it from?
India.
India. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's yeah. Again, some universities accept a degree that is taught in English from India, from any country. So yeah, for example, ELTE and Politécnico Madrid, and so on. But for example, Aalto would not. So again, it depends which university you you want to apply for. It varies a lot.
Okay, because there was confusion. They didn't mention the program name basically. Okay, in these university IELTS I think is not required, but they didn't mention the program, which program IELTS is required or not.
No, it's not to do with the programs. Okay. It's the same rules for all programs. It just depends on which university you want to apply for.
Okay. And second is if I choose the defer for the tuition fee. So do I need to pay in the installment or in one go after degree completion? Post yeah, study.
It's in installments for sure. Okay. I'm not sure how many installments are there.
It's a 2 years, over 2 years, I believe.
Yeah, it's over 2 years. So yeah.
Over 2 years. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Salim.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thanks. Ogo, Eric.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. Yeah, I wanted to say good afternoon because I'm from Nigeria. We are in the evening period here. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, thank you. I just have a few questions which I want to be clarified. One, I went through, I got my bachelor degree 2016. I want to know if the length is far for my requirements, as in for possible intake into the admission. But I've been working as an IT support person right from onset after I graduated down to date. Currently, I work as an IT administrator. I study computer science, and that is one. I want to be sure that the gap here is not going to be a factor over the during the selection or during the process. That is one. Then secondly, official transcript. When is it supposed to be available for the school? Is it after you be selected or after you be given admission? That is when the official, because as a student we have access to our transcript, which we requested before now, which we use in applying to schools. So when the school gives admission, they will not forward to school that please send my transcript to so school. So I want to be sure, is it after you've gotten the admission, that is when the transcript, the official transcript must be has to be sent to you, or it's before the admission? So that is the second one. Then the third one, my third question is, what are the criteria? What's for selecting an international student? Just like I said, from
Your sound is pretty jumpy, Ogo, but I think Christian, you got the idea of the question.
I can answer the second question about the transcripts. They need to be sent when you apply before admission. So it's one week after the closing of the period. So yeah, for period 1, it would be 15th of February. They need to be sent directly from the university to the admissions office. The first one, maybe Victoria can answer. I'm not sure what is it the same question here? I have a Bachelor of Arts degree and a Master of Arts degree in Information Studies.
It came from a different person.
Oh, okay.
But it might be the same bucket.
I cannot promise anything. We should see your transcript to decide this one. I don't know what kind of courses you have taken during your master studies. From math, from computer science, so what was included? So I really don't know. It depends on your results, the courses you have taken during your studies. So I really don't know without more information.
Okay, and I would like to ask Victor to please, and also this will be like the last questions to answer. Last question to answer is from Gergo. I'm working as a cybersecurity analyst. I would like to become a CISO or an architect. Is this EIT Digital Cybersecurity Master Program is advised to take? Or maybe Victor, you jumped out. I'm not sure because I can't see your video. No, you're back. Did you hear us?
Yes, I'm back. Sorry, had a bit of an issue. Yeah, just wanted to. So I guess it's the question regarding the CM, the CISO or architect, and then the certifications. Is it the one I need to answer? We lost Christian. I guess so. Then to answer to you, Gerge. So the thing about working as a CISO and architect is you need to have high-level picture. And for this, cybersecurity master degree or bachelor degree is usually very well appreciated. On top of being appreciated, it will really make your life easier to find a job as a CISO or a security architect. I know it by experience and by seeing colleagues or people who applied when I was working for Nokia. I was in charge as well of the recruiting of some potential employees, right? And for that, I can tell you that the master degree was quite important. It doesn't matter if you already have a CISSP, CSAT, CSAM, or any certification. The degree is usually a requirement. Now, to recommend certification from IC Square or ISACA or CompTIA that would be beneficial for the program? That's a good question. I don't think there are certifications that will help you with the program, mostly because the program is made for you to succeed, even if you don't have any certification or background in deep cybersecurity. What I could recommend you is to, during your master degree, maybe do some certifications, such as a CompTIA Security Plus, which is not a beginner level, but not an advanced level for certification. And this will help you to find a job later on. And then as a CISO, a security architect, I mean, this requires quite a lot more experience. And for that, I would recommend from IC Squared, CISSP, sorry, and from ISACA, CISA or CISM. Hope this answered the questions. Then I guess I will read the next answer since we lost Christian. And
I'm back. Oh. I'm back. Sorry. You see cybersecurity. I mean, I'm back. Sorry about that. Some technical issues. Okay, so I hope meanwhile you could answer Gergo's question, Victor.
Yes.
Which is great. Thank you. Last question from Tudor Hakem. The access recorded session from today. We'll send this to our colleagues who are dealing with the YouTube uploads, and I believe it's going to be up latest next week, so you can rewatch it. All right, so now we have used a bit of more of your time. We appreciate that, and also thank you for your interest and so many questions. It really means that you are strategically planning your career ahead, which is always good to hear and to see. Besides thanking Victoria Villani as cybersecurity lead, Christian Höstrom for the Master School Office, and Victor Schmidt to present his experiences as ex-cybersecurity student, just a few more data and link to share with you. So one is that the phase 1 application period ends on the 8th of February. So you have roughly 2 weeks to finish your application. For that, the Master School Office will organize a dedicated application procedure session, which will be happening, I believe, the 30th of January next week. Christian put the link here in the chat box, so you can sign up and come. And also, if you are still hesitant which program do you choose, but you are in general would like to be part of EIT Digital Master School journey, so to speak, so that you know we have other sessions coming up. Tomorrow, for example, we have the autonomous systems starting at 3:30 p.m. For all these sessions, you can find info on the website. So again, thank you for joining. Thank you for being with us. If you have any follow-up questions, please feel free to email masterschool@eitdigital.eu, and we'll make sure that we'll get back to you. And again, hope to see you soon as students actually of the Master School program. So good luck with your presentations, good luck with your applications, and thank you for being with us. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye all.